schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's chat about Florida. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those 3rd down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were 2 divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Back to pass, it's Glagway. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
From the gun, running back on the move. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Durham. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Going to run it. It's Durham. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Easy completion on the shuffle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, and that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Takes a handoff. It's Buckley. Got the first down and more. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Perfect run, has them set up.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He might want another play. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense in a bunch formation. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
14, LSU, 7.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Watkins. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. These guys are on the move.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And I say that receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lufkin. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means
picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a... Too much time at the line there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Wilson. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flank. Nice job.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Glagway. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
Quarterback may change this route. On the ground, it's Durham. Breaks into the open. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Defensively, you'll take the slow game. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Quarterback adapting. Got rid of it just in time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Barges ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive.
He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle and wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Finds his man. It's Watkins. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
Now, 4th down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
With the catch, it's Wilson. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. We saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. LSU right back to the line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in a box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Off play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. 3rd in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country, but the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Buckley. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for the big play. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
No doubt, and when you're playing cover 2, you got 2 safeties deep that account for the whole field, right? I got half the field, you got half the field. So they do a great job. You have to see and have good vision on the quarterback. You got to make sure you're breaking on the football. How about the strong safety spinning down, doing a good job seeing the ball going and getting it.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating group.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
To the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Time to take a shot. He makes the catch inside the 25. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Second down, he'll throw it. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the...
Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal partner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The extra point here would tie the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Give it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming in the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Got it on the outside. It's Jackson. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Gators line up trying to move the sticks sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Gators are marching down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
With the catch, it's Sampson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Right on the money. Touchdown, Gators! They've got the lead here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He'll take it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown LSU! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's Wilson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to go up top on first down. On target to the left. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to the run. Knocked out way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking for space, it's Vaughn. He did not make it, a stone wall on third down. Timeout is called by the defense, 19 ticks remaining. And now on fourth down, shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Got to find a completion on this one. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football. With